So you have a Bartholin cyst, and this cyst is painless, or probably you just discovered that you have a cyst down there and you are worried. You just want to do something to ensure that it doesn't get bigger, it doesn't become painful, or it doesn't become abscessed. Then this video is just for you. I'm putting out this video because people have also been asking me, how do you treat Bartholin cyst? Oh, you are recommending how to bust your Bartholin cyst. Now Bartholin cyst is painless. What do I do about it? I'm going to also address that in this video. Bartholin cysts that are painless do dissolve. Bartholin cysts that are painless, I say it again, do dissolve. And in this video, I'm going to take you through how to get to that point with the following 5 steps. Please note this disclaimer: I am not a medical doctor, but I'm going to be talking to you today based on my knowledge as a public health professional, based on my previous experiences with Bartholin cyst, and me being able to help women for the past 18 months to get rid of their Bartholin cyst. This video is also on the assumption that you are certain that what you are dealing with is a Bartholin cyst, either through medical diagnosis or based on your previous exposure or experience of Bartholin cyst. So let's go dive right into it. The first thing you should do at this time is that you wear a breathable underwear. When I mean a breathable underwear, don't wear something that is too tight. Don't wear something that will add to the discomfort. That's just what I'm trying to say. Don't put on something, either clothing or so altogether, that would aggravate the discomfort that you are feeling already. Second thing that is essential that you do at this time is that you practice good hygiene. And why is good hygiene at the top of the list? It is because if you don't practice good hygiene, there is every possibility that your cyst is going to become abscessed. That is, it is going to get infected. And when your cyst becomes infected, you know what is happening. The pain is inevitable, and then it becomes abscessed, and then it grows bigger. So you have to ensure at this time that everything that you put down there is clean. We are most tempted to always put your hand and to check and all. If as much as possible, please limit it. Limit the touching, the pressing, so that you don't trigger this cyst. Just leave it there and just follow those things that I'm saying. Number one, I've said you should ensure that you wear a breathable underwear and a clothing that is not too tight. Second thing that I just explained is that to practice good hygiene. Then we move to the third one, which is the fact that you have to treat any form of infection or STI or whatever that you think you might have. And this is where the first assumption I said comes in, that I assume that you have actually made a diagnosis that what you're treating is a Bartholin cyst. A Bartholin cyst that occurs at a point where there is an infection is going to get abscessed, it's going to get bigger, and it's going to get very painful. This video is going to be very short. The fourth one that I'm also going to talk about is for you to practice the method that I've always been saying. I don't know if today is the first time of coming across my video, but I've made several videos, some of which I'll leave in the description box, of how to treat and get rid of Bartholin cyst. There's a particular video that is up here where I explained the method through which you can actually get your Bartholin cyst to burst. But the good news is that if you try this method, it is going to actually help your Bartholin cyst to dissolve, provided that the Bartholin cyst is not too big and it is not painful. So the Bartholin cyst is actually small and it is not painful. This is the actual treatment that you need. Just watch this video and follow in total the things that I recommended. They just ensure that you do it at least 2 to 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and evening. If you are locked up at work in your business and not, you can skip afternoon. Ensure you do it morning and night before you go to bed. And if you continue this method, this is something that I have practiced myself. A lot of people have also practiced it, and I see people making comments on specifically under this video telling me that they have a small Bartholin cyst. The cyst is not painful, but they are so bothered about how to ensure that they bust the cyst, which is where I'm going next. They are asking me, oh, how do I bust a painless cyst? How do I do? What I'm going to tell you today is that if you follow this method, the cyst is going to disappear. It might take a little while, but gradually, it is going to go away, provided you did not expose the cyst to an infection. About the fourth one, or probably I think the fifth one now that I'm going to talk about. The fifth one is that you don't burst a painless Bartholin cyst. I wish this is number one, but I couldn't put it as number one because you might not get where I'm coming from. It is very, very essential. Please don't attempt to burst a painless Bartholin cyst. Even medicals, personnel, doctor, your gynecologist, they would really not even cut up your a painless Bartholin cyst to drain it. If your Bartholin cyst is not painful, please, like I said, leave it alone. Stop pressing it. Stop choking your hand or maybe touching it several times in a day. Ensure that you let it breathe. That's just the word. Let it breathe. You can write it in the comment section. Let it breathe. Let the Bartholin cyst breathe. So far, it is not painful. You don't need to burst it. Medically, it is unnecessary to burst a painless Bartholin cyst. Why do you want to burst it? I know the reason you want to burst it because you are scared that it might eventually probably lead to a painful cyst or get abscessed. But I tell you, what you just need to do is to learn how to get rid of it and ensure that it dissolves. Bartholin cysts that are painless do dissolve. Bartholin cysts do dissolve on its own. You can get rid of it. You can get rid, you follow all those 5 steps that I've given to you, you can get rid of it. You can also look at this video where I spoke about how to prevent reoccurring Bartholin cyst. If you have been having Bartholin cyst before and this cyst has been coming back and coming back and coming back, please watch this video. It's going to help you on how to handle reoccurring Bartholin cyst and how to ensure that you limit your reoccurrence, or probably you even totally eliminate reoccurrence of Bartholin cyst. And that being said, thank you for watching to this video. Please do well to subscribe to this channel, click on the like button and click on the share button if you have or believe that you have females around you that are also going to benefit from this. And please, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, ensure that you do so. Click on the subscribe bell. Click on the subscribe button and a bell will pop up. Click on that bell and click on that is a notification bell, and you will not miss any of my new videos. Now, peradventure, you also want more information about Bartholin cyst, check my other videos. You are going to see it. I have a playlist particularly dedicated to Bartholin cyst. You can watch the whole of that playlist and I tell you, I'm going to learn a lot on how to handle Bartholin cyst. Until I see you some other time, my name is Odunayo, and please always stay tuned to this channel. Bye bye.